Hey scholars, this is our weekly assessment. It is a practice assessment. However, we are going to ask you questions about the fifth grade expectations. We've been talking about expectations as fifth graders all week in our launch, live, and landing Zoom sessions. We have gone over a PowerPoint slide with the entire fifth grade class. You've also had time to read about our expectations independently in a PowerPoint slide. So now it's time for you to show us what you remember and what you understand about the fifth grade expectations. So let's get started. Our first question is asking you to choose the correct list. So which of these lists is correct? The mandatory meetings for fifth grade are launch, study hall, and landing, study hall and landing only, or launch, live session, and landing. So of these three lists, which one has all of the correct 3 mandatory meetings? Our next question is asking, what time does launch begin? You'll have to type your answer in and tell us, what time do you get up in the morning to join us for lunch? Our next question is asking, what time does live session begin? Please type your answer. Moving on to our next question, what time does landing begin? So what time do we meet at the end of the day? Our next question is a write-on question. Why is it important to have your video on during meetings? Our next question says, what are some things you can do if you do not understand how to do something? And our last question for today, choose the correct expectations for Zoom meetings. So tell me, which of these in this list are the correct expectations? Some of them are not. Make sure that you only choose the correct ones. The first one says, video must be turned on. Is that correct? The next one says, chat with friends whenever you want. Is that something you can do? Next one says, you need to be in uniform. This one says, keep yourself muted unless you are asked a question. The last one says, be on time. So which of these is correct as your Zoom expectations for our meetings? Once you've finished, go ahead and submit.